Willie D Live.
How you doing, man?
Man, I've been blessed, man. I ain't gonna sit there and book. I'm feeling blessed, feeling great. Got my good health, my strength, my body, my soul, my spiritual. I can't ask for no more too much, man, right now.
Yeah, I be seeing you out there, man. You got your trucking business going on.
Yeah.
How many trucks you got now?
I got two.
Yeah.
Got two trucks, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to do something different in life, you know what I'm saying? I accomplished something and now I'm trying to accomplish something else right now.
Yeah, man, you have owned a number of businesses. You got a trucking company now, but you used to have, I don't know if you still have it, but the bail bonding business.
Yeah, I did that.
You got the record company.
Yeah.
You own clubs. What other kind of business ventures
I
you
had
been involved in?
I had the beeper service. As you may know, I had a valet parking service back in the day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a valet parking service. Everybody used to come to the World Champion Club and stuff, and I was the valet parker out there, but it was my company.
Right.
So I had people parking cars. I parked cars too.
That's that big club that was out on the East Side.
East Side, yeah.
I-10, I think.
Yeah, I had that
45?
one. I had one there, and the one that on 610 by Astroworld over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you was doing out there. I know you was out there getting some money because you was out there too much. And you stay around money, you know.
Look like money, smell like money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Then also I got another transportation business right now. I just started. I got a wheelchair business where I take all the dialysis patients and stuff, elderly people back and forth to the doctor. Well, T2 is running that business right there for me right now.
So that's wheelchair and transportation.
Yeah, I got 2 18-wheelers and 2 wheelchair vans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, what is that? What is your business philosophy? Like, is there a certain thing that you do that you apply to all businesses?
Man, I just try to stay focused on what I believe in, not don't let nobody else be my dream killer, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because nobody believe in the dream that you have, or God gave you this dream, so you have to fulfill that. You can't just let somebody else, you tell something like I'm telling you my story, and you kill it. God didn't give you that plan. He didn't open He didn't have you to dream about that. He had me to dream about that.
Right.
So he gave me a little more information that I may be saying to you to show you how this plan going to work. So
right.
I have to follow that. And that's what I do. On everything I do, I follow what I believe in. I don't let nobody else dictate what I'm finna do, how I'm gonna do it. I just do me, period. On every business plan I do. And a lot of times, Willie, I don't be knowing nothing about the business. When I started 18-wheeler business, I ain't know nothing about 18-wheeler business. I just know I wanted to go. I went to school, got my CDL license, bought me a truck. I want to drive. So I started reading, started looking on the internet. Start calling people I knew that was doing the business, asking them certain questions, if I could formulate me a plan to benefit me. And that's what I done.
There's a lot of people that own trucking companies, but there are not a lot of people who are really making the big money trucking. They make a decent living, right? But I'm talking about the big money. What's one of the biggest mistakes that people who own trucking companies make?
Some of them that now, what I learned, if you never drove a truck and you just buying trucks and putting somebody else in them, because you don't know what to expect.
Because if they go down, you go down.
Yeah,
if they get sick, they call in sick, you can't make no money.
You can't make no money because you can't drive yourself. You don't have no knowledge of what they doing on the road because you never been on the road before. You don't know nothing about the breakdown, how to solve a breakdown, how to fix a breakdown, or who to call because you just had some money and you just bought you a truck and put your homeboy in it because he got a CDL license. Then next thing you know, you ain't do the background check on your homeboy. He got a dirty UA on his license before he done had a wreck and all that. Your insurance high, so you got to really be paying attention when you get in this trucking business. Right, it's a whole lot. It costs a whole lot. I done spent a whole lot of money.
What kind of money costs to start?
I tell everybody, man, if you finna start your own company and buy you a truck, have about 100 to the side. A good 8,500 cause when you're not making no money, you still got to pay your bills. I ain't saying that whole 100 going on trucks, going into the trucking business, but you got to have survival money. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to pay this insurance. You got to be able to pay all the tags, the tolls, and the plates, and if your driver unexpected breakdown. You got to be able to pay for all this stuff. The 2290s, it's so many different things you got to pay for, and it just hits you in the head. Bam, bam, bam. You got to just stay focused and keep paying it, whether you're making some money or not. I tell you this, I had a breakdown, right? Out of town, one of my drivers did. I had a load on my back for about, I think it was like $4,600 to go deliver. We broke down for a whole week. My truck did. I had to get a tow truck. It was $2,200 to pull the truck to the shop. I paid him a weekly salary because it took him a whole week to fix the truck. I put him in the hotel, and I fed him for the whole week. Cost me $9,200 for a week to fix this truck, and I was only making $4,600 for the load.
Wow. Man, let's take it back. Let's go all the way back, man, because I know people are very, very anxious to hear what you have to say about this. The South Side. You're on the South Side. You're coming up. You're making your bones. You meet this guy named DJ Action. Did Brad call himself DJ Action at the time?
Yeah.
Or he was just...
He was Action at the time.
He was DJ Action. This is when you met him.
Yeah.
He was calling himself Action.
Action.
Right. You meet this guy. He has a dream to become a rapper. And you say, I think I like this dude. He got something. I want to invest in him. So take us from there. What happens?
Man, I had met Bruce Rhodes and Beto. Me and Beto, how it really started, me and Beto used to hustle. Beto was staying for face.
Okay.
So me and Beto, you go out of town on anybody block, anybody corner, and just starts hustling and doing what we doing back then. You know what I'm saying? And Beto telling me he got this guy that be rapping. He know I came from a musical background, family with my mom, my dad, and I played in the bands and stuff. So he said, man, I got this guy be rapping, man. You need to hear him. So he called me over there. I listened to him. I said, he's all good. All right, we can do something, man. I'm going to go get some studio time and make a record up. But at the time, what Face was talking about, it wasn't talking about what I was doing. I'm in the streets. I'm in the hustling, putting it down, getting his money. So I had him come hang out with me for a while and stuff, and he started seeing what me and my little brother and them was doing down there in South Park Village. We out there, on the corners. He made a record up. We came with like Bruce producer, him and Crazy C, Def Jam Blaster, all of them with me.
Crazy C was with you at the beginning? Is that how Crazy C made his way to Rap-A-Lot?
Yep.
So what was the first song?
I started Small Time, Dope Gang, Cocaine.
That's the first
Pushing
song.
Rocks on the Block, I Never Broke, man.
Right.
Yeah, they all hipped out with that. Yeah, Crazy C, Def Jam Blaster,
Yeah.
Bruce Rhodes. Crazy
And I
C.
did not know Def Jam Blaster was producing back then.
Yeah, he used to produce 3-2. Rest in peace, 3-2. 3-2
Wow.
and Def Jam Blaster was a group together from Willow Ridge.
Wow.
And they was with me.
Wow. Bro, you just dropped some hip-hop history.
Yeah, all them guys with me from the South Side, man.
Yeah. So everybody got behind Brad and said, this is going to be the first guy. Did you have any other rappers at the time? I know you, at one point you had Mass 187, which I want to get to that.
Yeah, that's later.
Yeah.
I had Romeo Poet back then.
You had Romeo? Come on, man. You've been holding out on me, man. I didn't know you had Romeo.
I had all these guys, man, and right there on Scott and Little, where I used to sell all the beepers from.
Yeah.
All of them used to be right there rapping every day, coming from school and stuff, and coming up there hanging out with me and making music up.
Right.
I used to take them all on the road, go do shows and everything back then.
So obviously, because you let Brad get away, you didn't realize his true potential.
Yeah.
You realized that he could rap, but you didn't know that he had what he had.
Anybody can rap. It's the person behind it that's push it to make it more than what it is sometimes. Because we knew Face can rap. I thought 3-2 was better than Face back at the time. Mm-hmm. But I still put Face out first, but I think T2 music was sounding better to me than...
You mean 3-2?
Than 3-2 music sound better than Face music. But Face rapped about this gangster stuff. He lived in my life. He was talking about it. So that's what I put out first. Because I can go out and take this and take the people around the hood that know me from the streets, and they'll appreciate this more than what 3-2 music was. 3-2 music was going to be more of the future, but Face was right now the life that we were living, New Jack City type lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why we put that song out like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I remember the first time I heard that damn song, I was like, this motherfucker jamming. And it was jamming already, boy, but when Reddy Red got a hold to it.
Oh, man. He took it to another level.
R.I.P. Reddy Red.
He took it to another level.
And Red took that thing, man, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Do you know we used to perform that song, especially in Memphis? But when we would perform that song, we'd have to perform it last because people had a penchant for tearing up the club. But once we saw what was going on, we got a little sharper with doing the song. We knew that this was the biggest song at the time we had, so we need to sing this song. We got to be able to perform this song, but we don't want people tearing up the club and fighting, right?
Yeah.
So we started having a little speech before we would perform the song.
What y'all say?
So I'd be like, yeah, so this next song we're about to do, we really want to sing it for y'all. We really want to perform this song for y'all. But we need y'all to act like y'all got some sense, man. This is a song that we know y'all love, but we don't want y'all to be fighting. We don't want y'all to tab nothing, because if y'all do, we're going to have to stop the song, and then y'all going to mess it up for everybody. So we need y'all to have some fun. Let's have some fun. We want everybody to leave just like you came in one piece.
Yeah.
And after we started injecting that little speech in there, everything was okay. We could perform the song, and people would act like they had some sense, and people would just go crazy. But that gangster walk in Memphis, when that sound came on, man, people be jumping jumping up on the table. I mean, stepping on the table, dancing, take a step on the table and not missing a stride and still, doing their thing like just.
And they had their own groove.
I was like, whoa, man, this is something special. And I'm really surprised that the gangster walk did not become as big as perhaps the Crip walk, because that gangster walk was very popular.
It was back then.
Somebody need to bring it back. I can't do it. I can't do it. But somebody, one of y'all Memphis.
Memphis, y'all come on, bring that back, man.
Y'all come on back with the gangster walk, man. That gangster walk was something else, man. Yeah. And you can still see them doing it when you go to Memphis. You can still go to some spots and see people doing it.
I'm gonna tell you straight up one day, right? Y'all did a show here, right? Mm-hmm. I was there, and y'all performed the song. I like that bitch jamming, man. They did that. They took what I did, enhanced it. I ain't really mad. It's cool. Because at the time, music wasn't no big deal to me at the time. It was like, I'm just doing this here, stretching an itch. That's what I was doing music for. Stretching an itch, had some money, put these guys out. If it makes something, make something. If it don't, oh well.
Kind of like a hobby to you.
That's what everything I do would be more like an itch I want to stretch. Uh-huh. That's what, every business I do would be an itch I want to stretch. I'm always start something, moving to something else. Start something, move something else. That's just what I do. My mind just can't stay still on one certain thing too long. It don't be interested in me no more. Mm-hmm. But when I heard y'all do that song, I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta tell the truth, man. I was looking like them niggas did that motherfucking song.
now, what kind of work ethic did Brad have back then?
He just used to freestyle. That's all. He didn't never just write nothing down. We didn't never get the chance to record no bunch of songs, me and Face. We recorded like 2 or 3 songs. That was it. And most of the songs he had was almost like a freestyle. He wrote some pieces down, piece of paper, and had them scribbled over here, a line over here, a line over there, and stuff like that. And we just always just freestyle and just play music and stuff at the time.
So when you heard those after y'all did those few songs, pretty much, Jay heard about it, got wind of it, and came to check it out or whatever, and asked you about, acquiring his services, and you were like, go ahead.
Yeah, Jay came to me and told me big as day, say, man, that boy Scarface, man, I like that song, man. I'm finna make him the new ghetto boy. And after I get everything situated, man, whatever you need, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I say, shit, Jay, you go have it, man. I'm making so much money in the streets right now. I'm cool, But if I need something, I'll holler at you. And it was like a mutual thing. They just Brad just went with him. It wasn't like he came over there and this and that. No, he came over there like he is now to me. It's the same Jay to me that I know him from back in the day. We ain't had no issue.
So when Jay came over there and asked you about Brad, because you didn't see the value, you was like, you ain't even think about paperwork or nothing. You ain't ask for no money, nothing. No, let me get my money back that I put in or nothing.
Nothing. I ain't worried about none of it.
What point did you become worried about it?
After he sued me. I never worried about it, Willie.
Oh, after who sued?
Scarface sued me.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never worried. I never worry about the money, man, because money, I have been blessed all my life to be able to get some money. So that didn't bother me. They did what they done, and they helped solidify rap, gangster rap here in Houston when they did that. So I always look at myself, I was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was a part of it to get that started, to make that happen, because Jay would have never heard about Face if I wouldn't have put my time into Face, my money into Face, and start pushing it around, selling cassette tapes for $5 and one song on it and wax for $5 and $10. He would have never heard of it. Steve Fournier would have never heard of it, and Steve Fournier would never took it to Jay if it wouldn't have been for what I was doing.
Steve Fournier took it to Jay. man. You over there holding the history Pandora box, man. Wow.
And they be wanting to omit me out of history around H-Town.
Shouts out to Steve Fournier.
What up, Steve?
They can't do that though, Troy.
Yeah, they try.
Can't nobody do that.
They try.
Can't nobody do that. You did that, man. I think "Wanna Be a Baller" is probably was one of the biggest singles to ever come out of Houston.
Yeah.
Probably since Mind Playing Tricks or something.
We up there. We right there together.
Yeah.
So we in the same. We on the same boat. You can drive the boat going. I drive the boat coming back. So it's like we right there together.
That's crazy, man. No, you cannot omit Lil Troy from the history books. Not just in Houston, but in rap period, because you did numbers.
Yeah.
You did numbers.
Well,
that first album. Sitting Fat Down South, 2 million copies, right?
Yeah.
2 million plus copies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you drop Back to Ballin'.
Yeah, it did. I didn't do that well.
Yeah.
And that came out the same day the World Trade Center got hit.
Yeah, well, everybody took a hit.
Yeah,
on
everybody
that
took
one.
a hit.
I had a single that was my Dear God song was in the mix at that time. And when you in the heavy rotation in the mix, you go. The next step is to add you to the rotation.
Yeah.
And I was right there on the cusp, man. And they stopped all ads. And it killed my song. Boy, I was hot. Boy,
it did me like that.
Boy, I needed that song. Boy, I needed it. You know what I'm saying? You know how hard it is to get some airplay around here? Yeah, man. Yeah,
but they be omit me. But I can say this here, though. I think it's less than 40 people in the world, out of all entertainers right now, I'm in that category that's got over 100 million views on YouTube.
Yeah. 100 million views for Wanna Be a Baller.
Yeah. I'm at 102 million views right now.
Yeah.
On Wanna Be a Baller.
Over 100 million views.
100 million. We ain't say a million now. We said 100 million.
Did you do anything special to celebrate?
No, I hadn't.
You did?
Nah. I ain't
You
celebrate.
should do a 100 million views party.
Yeah, I should. But it's like I just take the excitement that it come from it and just say, thank God, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You fulfilled something that I tried to do, and I accomplished that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say I need to celebrate, take it out and do something with it, let people know so they can really know what I've done. But when I go in my house and I see my kids, I see the plaques on the wall, I see my bank account, I be happy with them myself.
And you know what? That's cool, but I feel like if you live to see it and somebody tells your story, that you're going to be pissed.
No.
I think you should tell your own story.
I know, but it's
you should tell your own story.
My son, he on my ass. Everybody around my circle on me about telling my own story. But you know who I told you I want to tell my story? I want my grandson, Troy the Third. I want him to tell the story of collect all the footage, data, everything about me, and he do it from his standpoint of watching and learning about his G-pop.
Well, you got to do it before somebody try to do it without, do it unauthorized, because they can still do it. They don't need your permission to do a story about you.
Yeah.
They can do an unauthorized story, and many people would take that story as
that's what it is.
Gospel.
The gospel, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it come from me. Then they'll say, oh,
yeah, so,
I don't think about that, Willie, because you always give me some good advice. Every time I talk to you always tell me some real stuff, so I might have to think about that.
Yeah, think about it, man. Who better to tell the story than you? A lot of stuff is going to be left out. Like, if I just knowing what I know about you, I think I could tell a decent story.
Yeah.
But I just learned some new stuff in
Right
the
there.
last 10 minutes or so just sitting here with you that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now, that's in your head. That's what you know. That's because it's your story.
Yeah.
Nobody knows your story better than you do. And you can take those individuals that you just mentioned in the story, and they don't know the other players who were involved in your story. You see? So you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell that story better than you can tell it. And
Hey, 50, where you at? I got a story to tell.